Hey there, my fellow users. Welcome to the very first of many, hopefully, daily vlogs. Today's subject is going to be the latest fallout from the Nintendo YouTube Let's Play policies. And this is a subject I had wanted to get on board for quite a while. Now, the thing that got me pumped up again about this whole thing is a YouTuber, a probably notorious YouTuber by the name of, you guessed it, Angry Joe put out a couple videos of him playing Mario Party and Mario Kart 8 and 10, respectively, whatever the numbers are. And lo and behold, the videos got taken down, and he got upset, and he made a rant. He made a video ranting about Nintendo taking down his videos. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to try and approach this from both sides. I can understand how Nintendo has a right over its property, and it doesn't want it to be showcased in any way that I guess people could profit from it, unless there's been a previous agreement. I don't know how this might work with like sites IGN, GameSpot, some other stuff. They probably have arrangements somehow to do it. I don't know what their mentality is with YouTubers, but they just do not want it, regardless of the benefits it could give. My personal opinion is that undoubtedly it's their right. Yes, like Joe said, it's their right, but they can choose not to do it. Well, we can't change we can change their minds, but at this point, their mind is set. They do not want it, regardless of however many other companies. 99% of other companies have said, you know what, go ahead, put it up, put video, put let's plays, spread the word. We'd be more than happy for you to do it. And I think it's just down to choice. And you can argue like why he did it, and I'm gonna be quite honest. It's like everybody says. This is not new. Nintendo has been saying this and has been taking people down, and has been just gone on a warpath as far as YouTube and their intellectual properties being showcased in Let's Plays and guides and whatever you want. So the fact that Angry Joe knew, he knew what his purposes were for. He says he wanted to showcase the fun times he was having with his friends. Well, it's kind of hard not to think that he did not know that this was going to happen. It just boggles the mind that he didn't realize, regardless of why he wanted to do it. In the end, it just resparked it and resparked the dialogue on it, and that's probably a good thing. But that he go on in a rant, and it just feels unauthentic as far as, or how can I put it? Just, it's not surprising. You know, he could have probably said, I had a hunch that they were going to take it down, and it's not surprising. I just, wanted to see maybe if I put it up and they saw the thousands of people and all the positive comments, that maybe it would change their mind, But it didn't. Obviously, they took it down, so they took it down. But for him to be upset about, oh, I bought the console and I bought this and that, I think that's not relative to the point. You buy it because you want to play it, and you're a consumer, at that point. But it's just, I don't want to say names because, you're calling people stupid or dumb or silly. It's not. It's not even. It's not even that. But the only thing I can say is just screw it. Just don't do it. They don't want it. Fine. They don't want it. Now, I'm not a Nintendo fanboy or anything for that matter. I'm a Sony fanboy. No, no, no. I enjoy Sony and I love their products, and so far I have a good relationship with them as far as a consumer. I used to love Nintendo to death. I used to, and I still do love their games. But as far as the company, I had a falling out with them ever since back in the Wii U, the Wii age. I was super stoked about the Wii. I was so happy. I got one day one. The first shenanigans I saw is that the Zelda was coming out for GameCube, and then they did this whole thingamabob, and now it was a Wii U title. So I saw that as, okay, they're, porting it over to the Wii U. Fine, great. But what happened is that ever since, even for the GameCube, I was a hardcore GameCube player. When everyone was going Xbox and playing Halo, I never played Halo. I've never played Halo. I think maybe once. I don't even remember. But yeah, I had a black GameCube and a Wavebird, Platinum Wavebird, and everything. And I loved Pikmin and Luigi's Mansion and Mario. Sunshine, and oh my god, so many great games. I was happy at Nintendo. It was a swell place. But then with the Wii U, I saw that they wanted to broaden their horizons, and what I feel is they abandoned the hardcore, the people that were there for Nintendo, because they were responding to how they were treating them. All of a sudden they were making all these games, and all of a sudden, these things were being for your parents or for your grandparents or in elderly houses and all this kind of stuff. And you're like, where are the hardcore games? Where are the cool stuff? And I think they were starting to develop for everybody except for you. So I had a big falling out with them. Hence, the PlayStation 3 comes in. I had played the PlayStation a few times, mostly for DDR and some other few games. For some reason, it just didn't appeal. Maybe because I was just, blinded by, Nintendo's beauty and their games and everything. There was just no reason. It was kind of like you were married to a supermodel. You had no reason to look anywhere else for, good stuff. So I never registered. But I can even remember making fun of PlayStation 3 because this guy was first in line and he wanted to. They asked him, "What is the game you want?" He's like, said some Final Fantasy game, which wasn't even that. It wasn't going to be even be out for God knows how long. And we were happy with Nintendo. But after that, I had a falling out with Nintendo, and I just felt betrayed, honestly. And this is a few years after the PlayStation 3 came out, my dad got me one. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to give it a try. And from there, I started a good relationship with them and with the company. Yeah, they had a fallout when they had the hacking and all that stuff. But I felt they did it well. And they just did a good job. I think they were catering to the hardcore. I felt like I was being catered to more, and I felt more at home. And slowly but surely, I left Nintendo. I think the last thing I bought with them was a DS Lite. That was it. I don't own a Wii U now. I don't own a 3DS or whatever 3DS XL. What'd you have? All I have is PlayStation 4 right there that you see. That some of the people from PlayStation were kind enough to sign for me. My PlayStation 3 over there in the back. I had a PlayStation 2, but that was mostly for DDR because I loved playing DDR when I was thinner. and I just been happy. Just been happy with them. So, um, I'm not a Nintendo fan by any stretch of the imagination. Yes, I enjoy their games. Or I enjoyed because I haven't played one in a while. I am guilty of buying their damn amiibos. Two of them. One of them being a Samus figurine, which I'm a huge Metroid fan. Huge, especially the Prime series. Holy cow, that was my favorite. And this guy, which actually, I was a Sega kid. I was a Sega Genesis kid. I never had a Nintendo or a Super Nintendo. I had a Sega Genesis. That was like my first official console, and Sonic the Hedgehog was just awesome to me, way more than Mario. Um, so coming back to that, um, I couldn't care less about Nintendo. I could not care less. So if they want to do their archaic, way of thinking, which I don't get it, how they can still think like that. Fine, that's their decision. They want to be, someone would put it, anal about their stuff. So be it. So be it. What can I say? I'd rather go to, I'd rather go with people that actually want me to display their games and put it out and have a symbiotic relationship. That yeah, I get a little money on the side for my YouTube, and you get exposure, quid pro quo, you know. Um, and that's about it. And as far as Angry Joe, I guess it's a good thing in the end. Good thing that he did what he did, and it's a good message that just he's not gonna do Nintendo no more. Why should he really? If he enjoys the games and if he enjoys everything else, buy the games, play them, have fun with them. Just don't bother sharing. Or, it's not censorship. It's definitely not censorship. Because you can still you can still review a game without showing any gameplay. And, it would be nice, but you can still say the game was this. That's why there's written reviews, What are the written reviews? Just show a screenshot. And that's something like that's. I remember the days you used to get a Game Pro, and that's all you had. You had one screenshot, and then a tiny little screenshot, and then the description of the game. And from that, you would say whether you would want or not. I can clearly remember saying, "Oh, this game looks nice," but by just a screenshot. That's all you had to go on, And then sometimes the demos that they would put at the stores I remember some stores named Babbage's and EB Games, and I don't even think GameStop was open back then. Toys R Us, definitely. I would always go to Toys R Us and just sit there playing the games, at those kiosks, and that's how you found out, So in that case, it's it's I don't think it's a censorship issue. You can still review a game and just put it out there, I'm not sure about screenshots, maybe, but definitely no video because they just don't want that shit. So I think I covered it. To resume everything, I believe the publishers have a right, and if they want to exercise their right, there's nothing you can do, and I don't think you should complain. Should you speak out about it and say, "Hey, I think these guys is thinking is backward"? Sure, that's your opinion. You can do that. Is it censorship? No, by no way of the means is it censorship. And why bother? There's other people that want the exposure. Let's give it to the ones that actually want it. And then that's basically it. Alright, guys, it's been like 15 minutes for this little video. Tell me what you think. Put it down in the comment section. And I really like to know what you guys think. Alright, that is all for now. Till next time. Till the next vlog, which should be tomorrow, hopefully. End of line.
secrets. If you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays kids more worried